Born for this, molded by it. You're like off to the side.
Yeah, I cocked my screen so we could have Senua
So you have
Sonya
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
staring down at me. Yes. Welcome to Synthaholics. This is your host, David Duncan, and with me is...
I'm Brian.
Hi,
Hi,
Brian.
David. How you doing? How you doing?
We're doing pretty good, pretty good. We're back to a Versus today. Brian, tell us about our Versus contestants.
Well, David, we decided to do Red Sonja. I don't know. Well, I think this originally came up because we saw that Red Sonja there was a new one that was coming out in August. So then you and I, as we were always thinking about what we should podcast on, and we added this to the list. We waited till Red Sonja wasn't in theaters anymore because I don't think, without really knowing much about the movie, we both felt confident it wasn't worth going to the movies to see. But we still wanted to watch it. So we waited till it was on streaming, and we wanted to watch the first one as well. So we're doing a little bit of both, David. We're doing both. We decided to do both. You watched both, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Please tell me. Don't leave me alone.
Unfortunately, I did watch both of them. So yeah, I saw a long time ago that Red Sonja was going to get a remake, and I wanted to do it, but I was thinking about doing the Red Sonja 1 as a standalone. I'm so glad we didn't, because doing this versus thing is so much more fun, I think, than just doing a movie by itself.
It also really changed perspective, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. It's like if we didn't watch these two together, I think you and I both watched them the same day. We watched Red Sonja the 1985 on Thursday, and then Friday we watched the 2025 version. At least that's what I did. And I think you did the same as well.
Yes.
Because we did a little bit of talking about it. Not really anything specific, but other than what we'll get into.
So they're fresh. Okay, so Red Sonja 1984. Brian, what is your rating for Red Sonja 1984?
Well, David,
I
don't really have any redeeming qualities for Red Sonja, the first one that we watched here. I thought that the script was bad. I thought the acting was bad. I thought the action was bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger was just there. I don't know he was just there. He didn't really do anything. Even his action sequences were bad. It was just overall a weak movie that felt like it was like a Comic-Con cosplay, like make a short video type of thing. That's what it felt like to me. I'm gonna land this at like a 4, David. It's a 4 for me.
Yeah, I was. You took my number. I was also going to give this movie a 4, because this movie is a prime example of how not to make a movie. And one thing you didn't mention, I agree with you on all your points. One thing you didn't mention that's important is the music. The music took me out of this movie.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
much. The music feels like it's it's like a parody of a fantasy film music instead of actual fantasy film music. You know what I'm talking? It sort of feels like Monty Python a little bit. Like
it does feel like it feels like they're making fun of fantasy music with the music that they're using. I do agree. I didn't even think it. Now that you mention it, I do remember thinking. I have my notes here, and I don't have anything about the music in my notes. But now that you mention it, I remember thinking during one of the. I think it was when they were there was like the room with all the candles.
Just when they're riding the horse at the beginning of the movie. I'm just like,
you're right.
Man,
I am surprised I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's so 4 is where we're both landing. There was I don't even have a favorite scene. I don't know what to even. There's the one room I did like that. When they were moving the big green ball thing,
the kryptonite, they're moving the kryptonite. So if a man touches it, he dies. It's just like Superman.
Yeah, if they're touching if any man touches the green ball, they die. But the big green ball that only women can touch. When they went to that room with all the candles, I was like, man, that seems like a lot of work to keep those candles going. And then they make fun. There's the one guy says,
"Do we need all these candles?
You shouldn't have these many candles." It's like they knew it was gonna be that scene also took me out because it was like, this is just so unrealistic to have this many I know the whole movie's not realistic, but the candle thing like really threw me off. The walls are full of candles. There's like pillars that are full of candles. Oh man, that really took me out.
Oh, it's just so hard to watch. It felt like the woman who played Red Sonja in the original. It felt like she was like a hard ESL. Like I don't even know if she even spoke English. It almost felt like they were telling her how to say words, and that's how she was saying the words. Like
Yeah.
something
Or do you
just
think they
felt.
were going with like some weird fantasy accent that they were trying to have?
Maybe I don't really know. I don't know if she even spoke English. It really felt like they were just telling her how to say things, and she just had to say them. Like it was really weird. Although to be
Yeah.
fair, I do think they did a little bit the same thing. So the manager's been trying to do a fantasy accent because in the new Red Sonja, her voice was weird to me at first. Then I got used to it, but I never got used to the original Red Sonja. Like your
No.
original Red Sonja, like it was always awkward. The new Red Sonja, when she spoke, it was awkward at first, and then I got used to it. It became fine, man. And
You didn't really notice it after she kept talking. She
yeah,
did have like a little something going on. I don't know what it was,
I
but
mean, she's definitely not ESL, or she's not like being told. Like, she can definitely speak English. But the original Red
yeah.
Sonja, I really don't know. But going back to the original Red Sonja, another just giant red flag. The movie is called Red Sonja. The first name on the credits was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's just like,
Yeah. I
well,
don't Well, he
when
was that's when he was starting to or already kind of a big star, but
because he
I
just
don't
done Conan
yeah,
before this,
his character was like Conan,
kind
but
of, but
not
not really.
Conan. I don't even I
Which is weird because in the comics, Conan and Red Sonja do they do team ups sometimes.
No, not in
Um,
this one. Not in this
no,
movie they
and
don't. Well, they do
I
team up, but it's not Conan.
no, it's he's not really. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's
Talk about
Conan.
lack of depth too. Well, I guess that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's thing, but that guy was I didn't understand what the point. He was just there. I didn't he was just doing whatever he felt like. It didn't feel like there was no character development with him at all. Not I mean, actually there was no character development with anybody, but especially him.
I just also loved how the just her teacher at the Coliseum or whatever just called her Red Sonja, Red Sonja. It's like that's like the name you get like once you've done something big and badass. It's like just calling her that normally, like because everyone else just called her
That was just her
Sonja.
name. That's just her name.
Her first name isn't Red.
No, her first name's Red. It has to be. It's the
Just
only thing
so
that makes sense.
just so many things were just so out of place. And then the child king person thing. It's like they were trying to do short round from Indiana Jones or Tropic Thunder, which the child leader works when you're making a comedy, which is why I didn't feel like it's like but
Yeah.
this movie wasn't funny.
Not at all. I didn't laugh once.
I didn't either. So I just don't understand. I don't understand why they made this child king with no kingdom. Like
There
what?
was something when they tied him up by his feet and his arms and just like pulled him for a little bit. I don't know what was going on there. They were
And
just pulling him.
I just felt like this whole movie was like an insult to Red Sonja. Not she never wore the iconic outfit. She was constantly being saved by Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. Like she didn't really
Literally every time there was trouble, that he had to come
she,
save the day.
he had to come save the day. It just hurt like to watch. It's just like she doesn't even get to be a hero. But the thing is, like, he wants to sleep with her, and he can only sleep with her if he can beat her in a fair fight or whatever. And they're, I guess, evenly matched because he can't ever beat her.
Yeah, but as soon as she's fighting, he has to come save her.
Yeah, so there. But what, I don't know. It was really bad. It was just it was an insult.
It was awkward. I felt
Yeah,
awkward watching the movie. The decisions that they made well, making this, I didn't look at. I don't have enough interest in Red Sonja after what I've had to do this past week to really dive into how this stuff was made. But the 1985 one really feels like they didn't know what they were doing.
it took
I don't know how to make a movie, and I don't want to discredit anybody, but I feel like I could have done a better job.
I mean, like even like the sword fighting, it's just all it was
It
like
was terrible.
it was just
It was awful.
flailing. It was like full body flailing. Like, what is this? Like, I guess
There was
that's
no cinematography. It was literally just like taking a baseball bat and just swinging it around.
it was rough, man. I guess it's just how they did sword fights back in the 80s, I guess, like with no style whatsoever. I
Yeah, but
mean,
that's not,
but
there's,
if you think about it, episode 1, as bad as that movie was, Star Wars episode 1, the what sold that movie and what got butts and seats was watching the choreography of the lightsaber duels with Darth Maul, Ray Park doing all those like, martial arts,
oh
like
yeah,
real sword
yeah.
fighting. That got butts and seats, and that kind of changed how movie sword fighting was done basically forever. Because like up until
Well,
that point,
in America, it's
cool.
because Hong Kong like karate action films, they went balls to the walls with like action scenes. Don't know, like this is the 80s were the big time when Hong Kong karate movies were a thing. I don't know why the 1985 version of Red Sonja didn't like get some type of influence from that, because a lot of the stuff they were doing in the 80s in Hong Kong are illegal now because they were just actually trying to kill each other. This movie they didn't do that at all. They just had like rubber swords from the dollar store.
Good God. So I mean, like this movie was rough, man. Like just every decision that went into this movie, the
You said that
costumes,
so matter of
the
factly.
acting.
It was just it was just this is rough.
It is. It's just it's rough, man. Like I feel bad for everyone
I feel
involved.
bad that we had to watch it.
It's just like why did they even make this film? I don't even
Because it was a
understand.
comic book, and comic books sometimes do good, and then sometimes they do really bad.
I guess Conan the Destroyer did really really well, I guess, and then they decided to make this, but I don't know. It's just this was just
This is not
bad.
the way to do like a female character. It's not the way to do like the male
No.
characters. It's not a way to do anything. It's just everything they did, like you said at the start, was wrong. We just did it was just done wrong.
Cinematography. There's no artistic style to this movie. The sword fighting is bad. The acting is bad. The script is bad. The characters are bad. Like there's nothing redeeming about this film. It is just bad. It's
Oh man.
but
Yeah, that's so true.
but it didn't feel like 16 hours like Legend did.
That is well, how long was it? I don't actually know how long this movie was.
It was an hour and a half.
Okay, well that's it actually wasn't just long then. I guess does that mean the I don't know, man. I
I
don't know
think
if I can
Legend
agree. I don't know if I can agree with that. This movie felt like its pacing was really bad to me.
it did like the thing is like I heard this movie was really bad. The first like 4 minutes I was like, okay, maybe it's not as bad as everyone's gonna say, and then like it just went like
It
way
just
down.
fell off a
It just
cliff.
fell off a cliff because I mean it had a decent enough setup, Like
Is
okay,
this a is do you think this is a cult classic? Do people like this stuff? Like this
I
movie? I can't imagine
I'm
they're out there.
sure there are some people out there that love this film.
How?
I am not one
I'd
of them.
love to know. Please let us if you love this movie, please, love for the love of God, tell me why.
Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment below. Let us know
I
if
think this is one
you
of
like this
the
film.
roughest things we've watched this year.
Yeah, because I mean, like at least like I don't know. It's weird. Like I mean, technically, Legend was a better film technically, but
I
this
didn't want to
film.
say it.
But I liked this film more than Legend.
Oh man.
Not much, but if I had to pick between the best of the worst, I'm picking this over Legend.
You
Even though
watch
Legend,
is it just because of runtime? Is it just a runtime thing for
I think
you?
Legend was still under 2 hours.
That's true. We'd have to look. We don't need to look though. It's not that important. Just know that neither one of them are good. The
These
music,
are
again, like you said, the music's not good.
bad
The costumes
films.
are not even really that. Well, I guess the costumes are fine. I'll give it to the costumes are fine. It is what it is.
Not comic book accurate though.
No, not they're not comic book accurate, but I mean it's at least they have costumes and they're not just wearing like jeans.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
So they did put effort into something.
All right.
But yeah, they They relied on Arnold. Basically, Arnold was the only reason why this movie. And he was definitely the one that stole the show for me. Not that there was much of a show in the first place, but also Arnold's character was like not good at all. So I don't know. The best of what this movie had was still not good to me. So I wouldn't recommend anybody watch Red Sonja from 1985. And if you like this
No.
movie, please, please, please tell me why. Please. Maybe I'm missing something, but I've seen a lot of movies. I've watched 4 movies in the past 2 days. Tell me. I watch a lot of them and I just don't see it.
Tell me what I'm missing with Red
What
Sonja.
am I
I don't
missing?
know.
Why?
All right. Okay. So on to Red Sonja 2025. I'll go
Tell
first.
us about it,
I'll go
David.
first with my rating on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to give this a 6.5. And
Okay.
I feel like the only reason I'm giving this movie such a high score is because compared to the last one, this movie at least feels like a movie. They got the costume. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a lot closer to comic book accurate than the original Red
They
Sonja.
also make a joke
Like,
about it too. There's a joke in it
eh,
when she's picking out her armor. She picks out her armor, and the armor guy says like he like shows up the like bikini one, and he's like, "Oh, the crown will like this one far more." Anyway,
yes, but
side note.
yeah, not a huge fan of them making fun of it, considering that's like on the cover of every single like Red Sonja like comic. Like, don't make
At least
fun
they
of
did it
like
though.
don't make fun of the iconic costume. That's not cool. Like, I don't know.
But they did it.
But she wore it, which was great. Her acting was better. The people felt more relatable. Like, I didn't hate everyone on screen. It characters felt like more real. There was like character development. Like, it was an actual movie, unlike the first one, which was just like, I don't know what it was. The music was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like a slam dunk or anything, but I mean, like, it was like, it fit the tone. It didn't rip me out of the experience like the 1984 one did. The choreography was much better. There was actually a couple pretty sick moves, like
Yeah.
especially when she got revived by the goddess. Like, she got pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, it's so weird watching these films back to back because there's this huge jump in quality. But at the same time, I don't know if have rated the new one as high as this without the other one like right next to it. Like, they're
Yeah.
both in my mind at the same time. Like, oof, that old one's rough. Go, Brock. What's your thoughts, Brian?
Well, the 2025 version of Red Sonja is significantly better, like you mentioned. If we watch these separately, I don't know what my rating would. It makes me feel like our ratings like don't really matter then. If it's like if we watched Red Sonja 2025 standalone and just podcasted on that and talked about it, I don't know what my rating would be. I can't give an accurate. I don't think I could give you an accurate rating, but since we watched these back to back, this really is a significant jump up. Music, the way it's filmed, cinematography, character development, story, action.
That drone shot at the beginning where she's
Yeah,
sitting in the tree. I mean, I guess it could have been a crane in a studio, but I think it was a drone shot. It was pretty sweet.
all of it. It was just take every piece of a movie and amp it up to like 10 for this movie. It's just so much better. I'm gonna give it a 6. I I don't know what I would give it if I just watched it standalone because it wasn't a great movie, but it makes it feel like it's like competent, and I wouldn't mind recommending this one. The first one, no, I would don't watch it. This one, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you want something to watch. I guess this is not that bad.
Yeah.
The acting again was pretty good. The one that stole the show for me was the King. He's from the Umbrella Factory. He's one of the guys from the Umbrella Factory that had like the ghost powers or whatever. So it was
Oh,
cool to
yeah, I
see.
remember.
It was
Oh,
cool to see
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I
For
forgot
me,
about
he was
him.
the one that stole the show. I was the most interested in his character with having this book that he's actually the god or whatever. I thought he did a good job. Other than that, there was no other standout performances to me, at least that I can think of. But this kind of felt like it was like a Furiosa type movie. It was a lot darker than the first Red Sonja, and Red Sonja really loves her horse
Oh,
in
she's
this
in love
movie.
with that horse. I wonder what they do off screen.
I don't know what they're doing off screen, but this horse is like a nonstop like reason Red Sonja like is fighting for what she wants. It's she in the
Well,
beginning of the movie she gets captured. Well, first of all, she's way more of a badass in this movie than the Red Sonja from the 1985 version. She feels like she's a solo army. She just invades
which
places
is
and then
what
just
she's
kills
supposed
like
to.
40 people.
Which is what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be this badass character. She was not even like remotely badass in the original movie. It felt so bad for her.
Yeah. But she'll invade a place and she got caught up fighting like the king's queen second. I think it's technically going to be he wants her to be his queen, but at that time I don't think it was his queen. They fight, she gets captured, and then this horse, dude, this horse keeps coming up. She's like, I want my horse. Then they're in like the Coliseum. She's like, I want my horse. At the end of the movie, everybody's escaping. She's like, I can't come with you. Even though they don't like say, she says like, oh, go to the hill with the white windmill or whatever. It's like they didn't show anything about a white windmill or a hill, so I don't know how she knows where that is. But she says, go to the hill. I can't come with you. And they're like, why? It's like, I have to go get my horse.
And then the horse was in like the room with that stone that was, I guess it was this version of the blue of the green stone, except it was just like a fiery stone.
Yeah, it was just they were
It made
treating the horse
electricity.
as like this
The
relic.
the horse was just sitting in there with like the power source for some reason. Like
Yeah.
why? And then like whenever she gets a fatal wound, the horse takes her to like the goddess statue. Who knows how far away that is from like the
Oh
city or
yeah,
whatever.
there's no continuity there.
There's no. It's just like it takes her there, and then like another. And then when the guy also gets a fatal wound, the guy from the Umbrella Academy, he gets a fatal wound too. The horse just picks him up and takes him to the same place. I'm just like, I mean, so like. Yeah, that was a little bit laughable. That the horse just like, oh, someone's got a belly wound. I'm just gonna take them to the, I'm gonna take him to the goddess statue in the woods. Who knows how far away it is from like all the stuff they're doing? Apparently not far, but
It's
like
not. It can't be
I,
that far.
but it seems like it should be for like they travel for days.
Yeah, it does. The movie makes you feel like it's a long time, but
I think
they
the
just put
horse.
the rest of the
I
game, the rest of the movie in stasis.
I think the horse teleports. I think that's why she wants to keep the horse around. It's a magic teleporting
She wants to
horse.
teleport a horse. Oh yeah, she's definitely after the horse. I mean, it was the movie was like on the nose. They knew what they were making when they were making it, which proves that they had some competency over how to make a movie. I do know that this movie had like had like filming problems and recasting problems. There was
Hmm.
problems when they were making this movie, but they seemed to be able to finagle something together. To me, that was at least watchable. The
I
first
think
movie had a hard time focusing. This movie, I didn't really have a hard time focusing. I think it was a lot longer too. I think
yeah,
this movie, I think
was
at least I feel like it was a lot longer.
was longer than the original Red Sonja. I think only by like 15 or 20 minutes, maybe. It wasn't a huge, but it
Okay.
was definitely a little bit longer.
I
Um,
thoroughly, like it. This movie is so much better than Red Sonja. I don't know how to like. I want to really
it's
get that
like
point across.
it's sort of like female gladiator, like a little bit, but it's in a fantasy world instead of in Rome. Because I mean, she's like in a
Yeah,
pit with other gladiators. They go out and fight. Like it was fun. It was at least a fun movie to watch. Whereas Red Sonja in 1984 is like
I don't know what they were doing. I mean, it's what kind of
not
sucks.
fun.
The I guess this is not so much the movie's fault. It's more of like where we are in like fantasy. It seems like fantasy nowadays has to have like this darker tone, and I think that's because of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones like really modernized what fantasy is. And now it feels like everything's just this like dark or Game of Thrones dark fantasy kind of feel. It felt like it was kind of a Game of Thronesy to me. Just like the vibe of the movie. I don't know if that was intentional or I don't know if I'm just picking up something that doesn't exist. But I don't know. I wish it was more of that like to me, Red Sonja, I don't know much about. I feel like it's more like fun. I want like a fun movie. The VFX in this movie also weren't like amazing, but I can
Yeah,
forgive it.
this was like a low mid budget film. It wasn't like anything huge. I mean,
Yeah.
like the production company that was at the beginning of the film, I didn't recognize. So
No, I didn't recognize it. I don't. I
you
don't.
when you see logos at the beginning of the film you don't recognize, then you're like, ooh.
Yeah, I think the only person of this movie I recognized was the Umbrella Factory King.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not Umbrella Factory. What is it? I always get it the name wrong.
Academy.
Yeah, Umbrella Academy. I think that was the only person I recognized. I don't think there was anybody else. There was like baboon people though that I
Oh
got a
yeah.
kick out of. There
Baboon
was
people, I mean.
like he was like they were like army fighter people and they just had the face of a baboon but the body of a human. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that before. I enjoyed those guys.
Those are fun. I thought this movie was kind of fun. Yeah, it was dark, but it was more fun than 1984 Red Sonja.
Sure, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
It was a fun little escape to Red Sonja world.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. You know, it's not the worst movie I've ever watched for this podcast. So I mean, maybe
I think
check it
the
out.
biggest problem that both movies have that they struggle with Sonya's personality or with what Sonja is. It seems like they don't want to. They obviously both movies chose not to make Red Sonja what she is in the comics. I haven't read
Which
the
is
comics, but I
which
know
is
enough about the comics that I know that both these movies were kind of leaning into who she is, but not really who she is. You know what I mean? Like
they
there's
didn't
notes of it,
they
but
didn't commit to the character, and
no, they didn't commit
it's
to
like
the
so
character.
so that's my problem when we see these films and our reboots of things. So why go through the trouble of making it if you're not going to commit to the character that you're making the movie about? Red Sonja in the 1984, nothing like Red Sonja. I think maybe her origin is based off the comic book origin, where she was like, assaulted, and some of that
Oh yeah,
lore.
yeah. I mean, they're picking.
That was probably a little bit, but the rest of her character, like, it was just, nah, I don't think it was very. And this one also, it didn't lean into it as hard. And granted, it's based off a comic book character. There's multiple continuities of different comic book characters with different the same character with a different origin and a different comic. So I mean, different run. So it's really hard to say. I haven't followed enough of the Red Sonja comics to say specifically, but I don't. I really, a little bit I do know. I agree with you, Brian. I don't think they're leaning into the heart of the character.
Yeah. Are you satiated with Red Sonja? If they made another one, would you want to watch it? I know my answer.
I joked about this before we started. I was like, man, I can't wait for Red Sonja 2. It's going to be a sequel to the 1984 version and not the
Yeah.
2025 version. But no, I mean,
I think I'm good. I don't I'm good. I don't need to see it anymore.
I don't
I
know.
understand and can appreciate the 2025 version, but I'm satiated. I don't really want any more.
I would take a reboot if they truly committed.
They're never going to do that.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think I want the sequel to this movie. I want a Red Sonja that commits to being Red Sonja.
So
That's
just another complete reboot that
yeah, fine.
ignores.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder how
'Cause
this.
I
I
don't.
wonder how
'Cause
this movie did money wise. I can't imagine it cost that much to make. But there were I know there were problems when they were making it, so maybe it did become a problem. I have no idea. It didn't feel like this wasn't like your. There's no way this was a huge budget. At least if it was, I'd be shocked because the VFX weren't the greatest, and I know that's where a lot of money goes. The sets they probably had to design, and that's probably another big one. But the story wasn't that deep. I don't know.
the movie
I think
made
for
two
now I'm
hundred
good on
seventy
Red
one.
Sonja.
The movie made 271,461 worldwide.
Is it which one is this?
The 2025 version.
Oh no.
According to Box Office Mojo, it's worldwide.
Is that it? That's in theaters though. I wonder we'll never know on streaming.
Uh,
Unfortunately, that's not very good in theaters though. That's actually awful.
a funny thing
Yeah.
was, so like,
Yeah.
I don't think this movie even came out in the U.S. in theaters. Because according to this, most of that money came from Russia. It opened up
What?
258,000 in Russia. 5,000 in Australia and 1,000 from New Zealand. It doesn't. I'm not even seeing U.S. numbers. I don't even think it came to the movie theaters in the United
Could they not
States.
afford to put it in the theaters here and they just went right to streaming? I knew it was in theaters, but I didn't look into like going to see it or anything. I just
Yeah,
heard that it was in
I
theaters.
heard it was coming out, so I figured it would be in movie theaters. Oh, yeah, so
I
huh.
don't know. So we'll
I don't
have
know.
to. Well, oh gosh, I would love to know how much money this movie made. I really would like to know.
Well, that's how much money it made. I just told you.
Yeah, but I'm
170.
talking about streaming and like renting it. I
Oh,
think that
gotcha.
that's where its bulk of its money is going to be, especially if it only made like just over 200K in movie theaters, that's shockingly low. What a box office failure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking good for Red Sonja. And so yeah, I wouldn't like I said, I don't think this movie deserves a sequel. It's definitely more fun to watch than the 1984 one. So I give it that. If you want like a female sword and sorcery hack and slash movie, I've seen worse. Like I said, the 1984 Red Sonja. I've definitely seen
We
worse
have a
in this
direct
genre.
comparison right here.
I've definitely seen worse. So the 2025 one, that's why it's so hard to rate the 2025 one, because side by side it's like, wow, this is night and day. This one's definitely a better film.
Yeah, it is. It's just objectively just a better movie. Like it's insane how much better it is. It's
uh
pretty
so,
rough.
so yeah, it's hard to say, but I mean, like I said, I don't think I want a sequel to either film. I want a Red Sonja that commits to Red Sonja, that commits to the source material, and like does a really faithful enough interpretation, like early MCU films like Iron Man and Captain America,
They're not going to have
like
that kind of budget.
like like committing to that kind of thing. Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying, like that's the only way I want to see a Red Sonja movie going forward. I would want to see it like truly commit.
Maybe AI can make it in 10 years.
No.
No.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, that's Red Sonja though. I mean, if you liked the 1985 version, please tell me. Please tell me why. I would love to have a conversation with you. I'm not hating on the movie. I'm just like reporting on what I've on what I experienced. And if somebody likes it, I'd love to know why. Like I'm happy you were able to find happiness with the movie, but I don't see it.
I
Maybe
want to know.
it's like a nostalgia thing. Maybe you saw it when you were a kid and you just kind of grew up with it around. I can't imagine
That's
anything
the
beyond
thing.
that is why
That
you'd like it.
I think that's the thing, because I mean, like I saw Big Trouble in Little China as a kid. I loved that film, and you watched it not as
Yeah,
a
that movie's
child,
not
so
that
it's like
great.
I don't know. It's just it's a thing. And nostalgia is a hell of a drug. So I mean,
It is a hell of a drug.
anyone who's seen Red Sonja in 1984 as an adult that loved it, let us know.
Yeah. And I
Who's
don't
who
think
doesn't
anybody's
have this?
actually seen Red Sonja 2025. I wonder, like, if you put into YouTube Red Sonja 2025, how many videos would there be on this? It can't be very, I'm sure there are some, but it cannot be a lot. There's no way. I haven't seen anything about this movie besides you and I somehow talking about this weird stuff that we find.
Well, hopefully people will find Red Sonja when they look for it, and they'll find us.
Yeah. Well, that's Red Sonja. I don't have anything else to say, David. In closing, do better.
Yes, do better. Well, thank you for checking us out this week on Synthaholics. Just so you know, we might have like a week or two lull after this one, but then we'll be back.
Yep.
Just as a heads up for going forward.
Life is upon us,
Li-
and we have to do life
Life is
sometimes,
a
and we can't make time always.
Yeah. So also in regards to that, for anyone who follows us on Twitch, that will also include a shift of the day. So like if you're used to following us every other Saturday, it'll be the other every other Saturday.
You're confusing me, and I do it.
Exactly. That's what we wanted. That's what we want to hear. Anyway, I've been David.
I've been Red Sonja Conan man.
Mm.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Very good. Very good.
I'm
And
sorry. I take it back. I'm Brian.
and until
Email David
next.
at synthaholics@yahoo.com.
All right. And until next time, I'll see you.
Bye.
Like and subscribe and all that stuff too, if you would.
Red Sonja would.
Oh, I bet you would. Anyway, we'll see ya.